Hi guys, so this is our first video discussion. We have to answer these 5 questions. So the first question, what are your major social work systems? I would say family, friends, work, school, and Texas Children's Hospital. And then how would you describe your connections to each of these systems? So family first, obviously depends on the day. Like, every family has their ups and downs. Everyone gets on everyone's nerves every once in a while. I said every a lot. But I think with family, like, it's both a stressful and a strong connection. Like, obviously, family is important to me. They're the people that are always there for me. But there are stressful times. Like I said, like, everyone has stressful days and everyone can get on each other's nerves a lot. Friends I mostly have a strong connection with. Again, it's the same thing. Like, everyone has stressful days. Everyone works things out eventually. Work is mostly like a tenuous connection, because I work over at Gap at Town and Country, and so that can be stressful as all heck because people. Let's just leave it at that. School, also a stressful, I believe that's mainly a stressful connection because trying to get through school while managing everything else in one's life, like, yep. I don't think I need to talk to y'all about that because I'm pretty sure y'all are all in the same situation I am with that. Okay? Texas Children's Hospital. So that, I would say, is a strong relationship. Also slightly stressful, mostly because I do volunteer at Texas Children's Hospital, but I am also a patient there still, because of my type 1 diabetes. So I've been going to that hospital for checkups and stuff like that for almost 9 years. Actually, more than 9 years. So that's a strong connection, but it's also stressful because having to go to the hospital, like, having to deal with all of that comes with it. So there's that. How is your pattern of connection similar to or different from those of other members of your family? I mean, so I guess with that, like I said, like, everyone has their ups and downs. I would say how they're similar is that, like, I'm sure school stressed my parents out when they were my age. That's obviously a similar connection. As for my sister is actually a school teacher, so she teaches at Langham Creek. I'm pretty sure she hates it 99% of the time. Just kidding. She loves her job. But it does stress her out a lot. She's told me that having to deal with the kids isn't the problem. It's mostly, like, the parents and having them, like, nagging because of their kids' grades and stuff like that. So I think that's some similarities. Differences, especially with school, like, as another example, like, my parents, they've told me multiple times, like, oh, at least, like, when your class gets canceled, that you usually get, like, emails from your professors and such like that. Sorry, please ignore that. That was my diabetes stuff. So what I was saying is my parents, whenever they would have class canceled, like, they would actually have to go to campus and there would be some sort of note, or they wouldn't even have a note. They would just wait for the professor and the professor would never show up and they would all sign in and leave. But with us, like, we have that connection of emails where we can actually know if a professor isn't going to show up that day or if something's happening that we don't have to come to class. Perfect or best life, what social systems would I add or delete? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Like, I have a pretty good life. Like, I really shouldn't have much to complain about, even though I do. Like, obviously, who doesn't complain? We're human. But, I don't know. Like, I guess in a perfect best life, the social system that I would delete, not like volunteering at Texas Children's Hospital, but having to, like, the diabetes aspect of my life. I don't know if that's technically considered a social system, but it's a huge part of my life. So I would definitely delete that, like having to go to the doctor's office, having to go get checkups, having to deal with all of the repercussions of diabetes in general. That is definitely something that I would delete. How would I change your connections to different social systems? So, like, in a perfect world, like, there wouldn't be any stressful connections. In a perfect world, I would get all A's in school, and I wouldn't have to do any homework. So, yeah. I think that's about it. So, alright. Bye, guys.